Uh, what's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? It's your man, Mr. O with the info, giving what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though. I don't even know what I'm about to do tonight. I have been kind of like not been able to. I don't. I just want to change my content around. I don't know what I really want to talk about anymore. I've been caught up in red pill, black pill content, watching every other YouTube streamer, TikTok, been on X, just seeing repeat after repeat after repeat after repeat. Same topics, same, just the same stuff. I'm just bored tonight. Been dealing with a lot of stuff lately. Been trying to look for another job. Yeah, yeah. Life's a little rough right now. I'm not gonna lie. I've been through the YouTube streets today. I was on Mr. Fantastic's panel earlier, only for a brief moment. I wasn't really in the space to be cammed up right now. I don't really feel like being cammed up, even though y'all know I cam up, but I don't really feel like camming up. Like I said, I mean, I don't even know what to talk about tonight. I just want to talk. Hell, I even throw a link in the chat. You know, Hmm. I really ain't got my stream y'all stuff paid for, so if you try to share it to your what's the name, you probably can't. But I'll just throw the link in the chat. Let me see what I got on my X. Maybe I could talk something that I've been saving or just. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's just a lot of things. I don't know. I ain't got a lot of stuff on my mind today. I'm just going live, just be going live. You know. Um, what do I want to do here? Anyway, that's all I was just saying. I have been having a lot of stuff on my mind. You know, I ain't one of these perpetrators. I ain't gonna fake the funk. You know what I'm saying? I've been in between little jobs here and there, not getting much done. A lot of stuff on my mind I've been dealing with. You know, think about my father. Even though I don't celebrate the holidays like that because of the so-called being a person that want to go ahead and be a purveyor of truth and everything. I just don't really celebrate holidays and really don't mean that much to me like it used to. I mean, hanging with my family is good, you know, but I really don't be into festivities like that no more. I don't know. Um, See, this is the thing about me trying to be a content creator. I be trying to come with good topics. Like, matter of fact, nah, I don't want to talk about. I probably could talk about that. There's a lot of stuff going on, like Trump trying to send back these Somalis. You know, shout out to Hood. He was talking about that earlier. Matter of fact, we can't talk about politics. Talk about what's going on. So, I seen a story today through the New York Post. The whole society that we live in is basically a house of cards, you know what I'm saying, backed by taxpayers' funds and everything. We are basically playing 50%, half of our wages being taken away to fund these so-called systems, right? Right. I saw a post from New York Today, war veteran, 88-year-old man, retired from GM, basically got to work 40 hours a week at a Walmart or some type of supermarket now, even though he served our country as a veteran, even though he worked for one of the top manufacturers in this country, GM at the time, supposed to have a pension, right? Right. So why is this 88-year-old man working 40 hours like he's in his prime, widow? And it got me to thinking. I want to go ahead and probably bring this to the screen real quick. That at the end of the day, we're all slaves. Let me see if I can go ahead and bring this to the screen real quick. So this all started in 1913. Let's go ahead and review this little film that's both entertaining and very informative. Go ahead. You know what? Turn that thing up. Let go.
Is allowed inside the Fed. Not you, not me, no American citizen, no duly elected member of our Congress, not the Supreme Court. Not the Supreme Court? Not the Supreme Court, not the Justice Department, not the CIA, DIA, FBI, ATF, ATE, NBC, not even G-O-D. Well, how come the government isn't allowed inside its own building? Government? The Fed is a private bank owned by private stockholders. Do not let the name federal fool you.
Did y'all hear that? I've been going down through a lot of rabbit holes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of different rabbit holes. I might just make this to a rabbit hole hour. I think that's going to be my content. I'm not really. I love talking to Red Pill Talk, but the message became the message is mainstream now. Everybody getting their careers taken off from the so-called message now. I'm no hater. Well, I'm no hater. I could be a righteous hater. I mean, if you just doing dumbass shit and you just doing evil stuff, I mean, I have a right to hate you. I mean, but yeah. So it bothers me, you know what I'm saying, that we supposedly live in the freest country in the world, right? We supposedly have all this freedom, all these ways to make it. But when I look outside, when I look on the news, as a black man in America, racism still exists, but we have been through worse and we persevered. Same time though, as much they want to keep black men down in America, now they want to keep all men down in America. I mean, at least y'all know how we've been feeling ever since y'all freed us almost 20 some years ago. But once we all become slaves, that we wage slaves. I just wanna just wanna understand. I've been trying to understand, you know what I'm saying, on all these years that I've been alive. You know what I'm saying? That you tell us one thing, but the ones that can connect the dots, we starting to go ahead and see a pattern. And once we start and expose that pattern, keep going deep into that pattern, you gaslight us and tell us it's not so. But we all know the truth. Let me go ahead and just let this video play. Fair use.
This place is about as Federal Express. A private bank? Private? Shh. Best to keep your voice down, pal.
This is Ethan, Federal Reserve.
Hey, Heath, Bill here, First National.
Hi there, Bill. How are you?
Good, good. We're running a little low on money.
No problem. How much you need?
Oh, how does 20 million sound?
What?
Excellent. We'll ship it for first thing tomorrow.
Wait, he can just call up the Fed and ask for more money and they give him whatever they want? No, pal. The Fed don't give the banks money. The Fed loans the banks money. The banks have to pay it back with interest. Now, come on, time to go. Wait. I still don't understand. Where does the Fed get their money? I mean, if they're a private bank. You said they're a private bank, right? Okay, so who puts money into the Fed bank?
This is Mel, United States Mint.
IML. First National needs another 20 millis.
We're already running the presses full steam here, Ethan.
Gotta keep making loans. Gotta keep the money flowing.
All right, you're the Fed. Whatever you guys say. 20 million more by morning.
But I don't get it. What's so wrong about the Fed printing money? Because it's unconstitutional, pal.
It's unconstitutional. Everything that we suffering for in this country is basically unconstitutional. Like, I don't know how true a lot of things is, but maybe we gotta go down this rabbit hole. We got to. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry about that. I was just trying to find some more things to deal with this. So, I'll talk about that next time. Let me go ahead and see. All right. See, we all been lied to. We all been suffering. We all been lied to, you know. Thanks to the one person that's here. I'm just gonna be on here for a minute. You know, I got the link in the chat if you want to come up. You can even talk about if you want to talk about some things. I give you my thoughts and minds. Shout out to Raymond. Shout out to Raymond. But let's continue. This is all unconstitutional. You know, like we even gonna talk about the difference between a signature and an autograph. We're gonna be talking all type of stuff. Let's just go down this rabbit hole though.
Our treasury is supposed to create our money, but now the Fed controls the printing of America's money. Nobody gets a friggin' dollar that the Fed didn't print. So they print the money, then they loan it to the government, then they charge the government interest, then the government taxes you to pay for it. Wake up, Pie! Quickly, take my horse. Show him. Wait, show me what? Where are we going? Stallion of Liberty! Brought on the hoary wind! Oh, where are we? Battle of Waterloo! Hold on, we gotta get through! A money machine! There it is! Hey, is that the same people? Rich bankermen from Germany flying under the banner of the Red Sheet. They finance both sides of the war. We must hurry! That's him, the Red Shield courier! Shoot him! No, I'm not shooting anyone. Damn it, Pop. What? He beat everyone back with the news of the war and told England that Napoleon won. The Red Shield bankers in London pretended that England was doomed and started selling their English stocks. The English went into a selling frenzy to get rid of worthless English money.
Did y'all hear that? You know, let me rewind that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. I'm gonna play this little excerpt. Try to find the actual one right now. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me see what did I save it. I know I had to save it. But yeah, the money that's being printed out that we are basically inflating and whatnot, that's why stuff that we trying to afford, we can't afford. There's a book that's basically called the NWO, New World Order, that basically told my black ass that you'll own nothing and be happy. I ain't gonna be happy, but they really trying to stop us from owning stuff. Let me see some. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find what's that. But yeah, let me go ahead and continue playing this video.
But the English won, right? Of course they won. But it was a trick by Red Shield. They waited until the stocks plummeted to pennies and then bought England back for nearly nothing. What? They did that? How? When the English leaders found out, they had no choice but to give themselves over to the Red Shield. Their money was gone and they were slaves to the Red Shield war debt. Since that time, the English have been paying their national taxes directly to the Red Shield private bankers. The people have no idea. But the bankers bragged about what they did to us, laughing at us all the way to the bank.
Why, it's the best business I've ever done. If I can control a nation's wealth, I care not who makes its laws.
Oh, is this what Jefferson wanted to show me?
See, we have been subverted from within. I already know the founding fathers was Freemasons. I already know that this whole thing is not but one big cabal. Yeah, I know it's a whole lot of what's the name, the Illuminati, Freemasons. There's a lot of other people, you know what I'm saying, involved. So this particular thing of ours that we call America is number one big corporation into itself. Corporation. Everybody's a consumer or employee in one shape, form, way, or another. I'm just rambling on tonight. I'm just trying to get some material into the bandwidth. Don't mind me.
No. Look. They're in America too? The Red Shield banks are here, Pop. Seeking a way to conquer our nation.
And the Red Shields are the Rockefellers. Did y'all know that? The Red Shields are the Rockefellers. This is it. I'm trying to find the original cartoon of this because this was very informative. I'm trying to find it. Matter of fact, let me see if they got it in the comment section.
American dream. A dream you have, Pop. A dream of free men. They tried to take over our country many times and failed because Jefferson and the Patriots vowed to stop the evil tyrants at all costs. By authority of eternal God, he would not let the bankers win again. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. We must make our choice between economy and liberty or profusion and servitude. Wow. I place economy among the first and most important.
Let me go ahead and play the original. What's the name? This is it right here. Fair use, and shout out to DrDude. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to him, DrDude. Dang, this came out 14 years ago, but it's relevant to today. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. Remember when we was growing up, all of us, you know what I'm saying? We'll go back to the boomers. I mean, you could basically after World War II, when we basically destroyed all the shit around the world, you know, got in war with a little mustache man and all that stuff. The GIs came home, got the GI Bill, got the house mailed in from Sears, or the Tomorrowland, whatever the what's the name was in Ohio, Levittown. That's what it's called, Levittown. They had all type of Levittowns popping up. They call suburbia, and wish that you, as a GI or just a man that got a chance to come up in the most boomingest time in history. But you gotta be a certain color, though. I got admit that you gotta be kind of like Caucasian. You know, it is what it is. A lot of brothers, man, a lot of other races of men fought in World War II, but mainly the Caucasian and the black man. You know, or the Americans, you know. I say that to say this. Gone are the times you could actually do what's about to be played on this animation cartoon. I mean, the American dream that we all was taught about, dreamed about, read about, watched movies about, is pretty much gone. I just want to give y'all a history lesson on how we got here, if you don't mind. And again, shout out to DrDude. You know what I'm saying? Fair use.
The American dream. There's a reason they call it a dream.
Who's there?
Cock-a-doodle-doo, pal.
No, 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 no! I don't have any more money! My job sucks right now, please! I'll have more money next month! You can't take my house! Is that your signature? Oh, okay, well, just help me work something out. Okay? I mean, you said I'm a good credit guy, right? I mean, hey, wait! My dog is in there! No! Don't take my dream! Oh, how did this happen?
Dreams, dreams. Dreams could slowly turn to nightmares. Owning a house still is a good investment, depending what kind of time period and where you are right now in this land. Come on, man. Come on. Trying to charge my phone, goddamn shortage and shit. So, did I tell y'all I could actually buy a house from Sears and mail it to you? I mean, you built it and all that good stuff. But a lot of men start saying, you know what, fuck, I ain't trying to break my back. I'll go ahead and work in one of these offices at the my guys at college, Ivy Leagues and stuff like that. Or my mates other secret organizations. Go ahead and plug me into one of these comfy, nice air-conditioned office spaces. I could do menial work. Or let's say I do the construction, the plumbing, all that good stuff. I'm gonna start unions. Keep everything for ourselves. The workers get some things, but we're gonna have a little crony system, a little nepotism here and there. You know what I'm saying? Even though the union both fight for the little man, but let's be real. They got corrupted from the beginning by the mob, other gangs, other organizations, other societies, and everything. So it's always been a form of shell of itself, even in its inception. But it kept a lot of black men out, out of them trades, and the ones they did have up in there, they had to be buck dancers and whatnot. But shout out to them anyway. But the American dream, the house, the 2-car garage, white picket fence, the 2 kids, and the dog. Yeah, too bad you weren't married in this scenario, but he'll probably been married. He'll probably been married. And they took the dog, the house, and everything.
Hardman? Is that you?
It's been a long time since the 4th grade. My ain't gonna help you now. Best get in. There's not much time.
I gotta go down to the bank and get my life back. They took everything.
Oh, bank ain't gonna help you now. Towel in the trunk. Extra set of balls. Put them on. You're gonna need them.
You're gonna get my dream back?
No, pal. You are. I'm here to show you. You're gonna need them. Ain't gonna help you now. Towel in the trunk. Extra set of balls. Put them on. You're gonna need them.
You're gonna get my dream back?
No, pal. You are. I'm here to show.
Yeah, y'all probably gonna like this particular what's the name, man? But yeah, we here. You know what? I'm gonna play this first before we go keep going. You know what I'm saying? Throw up the what's the name. Let me play this real quick. Did y'all hear this?
Mr. Secretary, I want to go back to some of your earlier testimony, be sure I heard it correctly. The 76-day period you're talking about, that's the period between the time that President Trump was elected and President Biden left office. Is that right?
That is correct.
And during that short period of time, 76 days, how much taxpayer money went out the door of the Department of Energy?
From the loan program office in loans and commitments, $93 billion. well over twice as much as in the previous 15 years. So
how do you vet and do due diligence on a loan in 76 days? One loan, much less $93 billion. How do you do it?
I think it's probably pretty clear it wasn't done in many cases. As I mentioned, I'm told I'm holding back clearly in place stuff. There was lots of funds that have gone out the door and commitments that were made from businesses that provided no business plan, no numbers about their own financial solvency or how this project.
So you're telling
work.
me that the Department of Energy, in the 76-day period before their boss was going to leave office, gave or loaned money to entities that had no business plan?
Correct.
No financials?
Correct. A number of those were were before the 76-day period as well.
A lot of those was on the 76-day too. Damn. I just want to know, did y'all hear that? You know what I'm saying? I had to go ahead and put that out there into the world for y'all to witness. So let's continue with this.
Show you how. Submitted for your approval. 1. First National Bank. What is a bank, you ask? A curious place where both space, time, and irony exist. And yet, don't.
Are you going to be doing that the whole time?
Pay attention, pile. Exhibit A. Those who have come to deposit and safely store their earned monies. Exhibit B. Those who need to borrow said money for purposes unknown.
Hey, that's me.
Ergo, Exhibit C. The bank only has so much money in the vault to lend out to people such as you.
Hey, that's the guy. He took my house.
Really screwing my vibe here, pile. Space-time continuum. He can't hear you. Just let me narrate. Now, where was I? So you see, by the time he got to you, pile, his bank was out of money.
But he gave me lots of money and charged me a lot of interest.
Yeah, that's right. This is around, you know what I'm saying, I think a little bit after the so-called recession of 2008. You know, 2008 was a crazy year. You know, we elected our first black president, and ironically was going through one of the worst housing crises in American history. Mass Fair Hall of Fame was good, bro. Was good. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, matter of fact. Let me go ahead and rinse you up real quick. Gotta do it. Let me go ahead and rinse you up real quick, brother. And matter of fact. Let me rinse you up real quick. Welcome to the Ozone. I just came in off of listening to the new Dallas. Oh, how was it? You know, I want to review both. I might do that. I might do that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? While I get home, I want to review Mobb Deep Infinite album. That's real good, especially that song Taj Mahal and that one Down For You with Nas. And speaking of Nas, and shout out to DJ Premier again, shout out to Primo. I can't wait for their collaboration to come out this month as well. I need to get back to more hip hop content anyway, you know what I'm saying? And De La Soul, you know what I'm saying? You gotta check out De La Soul. You know, it's good to see hip hop legends. It wasn't bad, but the second half of it is better. Okay. R.I.P. to the Dove, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember his name fully. I mean, I mess with De La Soul, but you know, it's like a whole lot of different themes of hip hop. Like I like a lot of conscious. I like a lot of you know, the feel good rap, you know what I'm saying? Like Tribe Called Quest, you know, similar to De La Soul and whatnot. I like that gangster shit. I ain't gonna lie. So okay. Nas and Common, Killer Mike were on De La. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to check that out then. You got some real spitters on there. You got Nas, Common, and Killer Mike. Run the jewels. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, see the thing of Black Thought. Now see, look, I grew up listening to Nas, Common, and Black Thought. Ironically, I mean, I like Killer Mike, but you know, it's like ain't no disrespect to Killer Mike. He a Grammy Award winner and everything. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't got that what's the name for Killer Mike? You know, he a good rapper. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? He a good rapper. It's like him and Big Crit. See, Big Crit is a good rapper and a great producer. I ain't gonna lie. Now he a great producer. I seen him do rhythm roulette on Complex. Is it Complex? I seen him do rhythm roulette when they make you pick out 3 samples from 3 different vinyls. And you come out with a beat and that thing right there on the screen. So even though, I mean, Big Crit is Big Crit, he cool, another great established artist, but it's just that, I mean, he's gonna be the first one that pop in my mind. Like, let me go bump some Big Crit, or let me go bump some Killer Mike. Are you from the A? He said, Mansfield Hall of Fame say, I'm from Atlanta, and I don't like Killer Mike much, but I respect. See, same thing. Like Chance the Rapper. He from my city. I mean, salute to Chance. I think he a Grammy Award winner, you know what I'm saying? So I actually respect the brother, you know what I'm saying, as an artist, a Chicago artist, you know what I'm saying, Chicago black male artist. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him for coming off the gutter and, you know what I'm saying, becoming a positive influence as an MC and all that good stuff. But I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I really don't listen to him like that. Every now and again, just like I mess with Lupe Fiasco. I actually met Lupe Fiasco before. You know what I'm saying? I listen to his music here and there, but, you know, I gotta be in the mood. And Lupe nice. See, I'm one of them music hip hop enthusiasts. I'm a person that's gonna judge you by your bars. I'm sorry. I'm from that era, that, you know, that old school era, that you gotta be able to basically tell me either a good story, be able to rhyme scheme and be very well with it. Hell, and second, you gotta be a cold MC. You gotta do it with both. And the beat gotta be nice too. I love Nas, but even Nas had to admit, you know, some of his beat selections in his albums was not the best move. I mean, if we would really want to talk about it, you know, great lyrics and everything, but it was just the beats. It ain't that, and that ain't me being biased either. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to criticize the beat maker, because the beat might have been fire, but probably wasn't not for Nas. And I ain't trying to criticize Nas. He might thought it was a good idea to use that beat, but hey, it is what it is. Some things don't turn out right, even with creativity. Don't take away my wrench, but I just listened to the Chronic for the first time this week. I loved it. Man, it's been a long ass time since, man, like, I was 5 years old. Matter of fact, when the Chronic came out. What was it, 92? Yep, 92. Late 92, going to 93. I didn't know it came out that late. I thought it came out like around 91, going into 92 or something like that. Damn. Let me see the track list. Yeah, none but a G thing. Oh yeah, Dre Day was my shit. Let Me Ride too. Oh yeah, Let Me Ride was that beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dre up there. You know what I'm saying? As one of the best producers to do it. You know what I'm saying? Some people you say he stole a lot of their beats and whatnot, but I halfway believe it. Halfway believe it. Track list. There we go. Yeah, fuck with Dre Day. Let Me Ride. The day niggas took that was a cut. These nuts. That's I remember that, man. See, I was a kid. I ain't get to the Chronic. I ain't get into the Chronic till my teenage years, and I only listened to it a couple of times. And by that time, I was banging 2001. Yeah. Oh, bro, see, you gotta understand, bro. The thing about West Coast hip hop music, a lot of the G-funk sound. See, the thing about what we listen to when we listen to West Coast is that, you know, saying that particular bounce sound. I can't call it bounce. That's more of a New Orleans term. That's more of a Manny Fresh and all the rest of their beats. But West Coast had that groove, you know, that G-funk. Dr. Dre, I believe Dr. Dre and really DJ Quick, shout out to DJ Quick. They had brought this particular like soulful OG, what's the name sound into the cuts and everything. So when they start doing that, you know, the East Coast started copying with their one rendition of copying like R&B old soul samples and everything. Everybody started doing what Dr. Dre started putting things together. So it's the way he chop them up and the chops up the samples and put them into intricate places in the mastering, the way he does with the audio and everything. See, Dr. Dre know how to go take 3 different records that really ain't supposed to be able to mesh together, but he found a way to mix them so well together and be able to like surgically put them together and make it into a whole entire beat is ridiculous. And that's a lot of artists you should check out, you know what I'm saying? Check out NWA, you know what I'm saying? Check out the other groups on Ruthless Records like Above the Law, Dub C, Mad Circle, Compton Most Wanted with MCA, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. DJ Quick again. There's a whole lot of West Coast artists that had a lot of different flavors and everything. The Far Side. Yeah, of course, Cube. You already know Cube. Yeah, that was a lot of good 92, 93, really 95 was really that year. You know what I'm saying? Yep. The other funky Homo sapien. Yeah, you know, that's Cube cousin. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny how NWA really has started anyway. You know what I'm saying? That whole West Coast G-Funk sound. I really want to go ahead and throw Ice-T in there, you know what I'm saying, for the and shout out to T, me and him friends on X. You know, T was the first real one to drop a gangster record for the West Coast. with 6 in the morning. Yeah, I mean, see, the thing about Kendrick, he's really artist. He's more like this thing about Kendrick. He's a rapper in a sense of a spoken word artist. He following the whole Last Poets rendition of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's a good basis of doing the hip hop thing. The thing is, though, about creativity is when you try and go too far out the box for the sake of creativity to separate yourself, but you still also got to think about the audience. See, a lot of his material is for him and his sake right now, which is cool. I mean, he got to tap into that part of his stuff as an artist, you know what I'm saying, come out with more clever and more stuff, but he fed into the whole machine. He fed into the machine of what's going on in the record business and whatnot. So a lot of stuff was for the fans and for the record labels. They trying to reinvent themselves. He has his moments now. I consider it overrated, but nonetheless, his first 2 albums, I rock with, but yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. Yeah, he became a little overrated. It was any conciliation like Schoolboy Q over Kendrick Lamar anyway. Shout out to Schoolboy Q. Oh yeah, Absol 2 was on Raw 1. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed his Drake diss records more than his albums. Yes, he can't carry a whole album. That's like Meek Mill's problem. That's also Kendrick Lamar's problem. Like, and a lot of artists in the modern era can't really make like solid albums like the Chronic no more. The Chronic had like the whole story, a whole backstory. And ironically, Dr. Dre should have been still schooling him on that. Ironically, since we just talked about the Chronic and Dr. Dre brought him out. That's ironically, right? The only good I can't deny it. The only good artist that Dr. Dre really he basically created from his own what's the name without Suge and without Eazy-E was Eminem and 50 Cent. The Game, the Game, he basically the Game had potential. He had good potential, you know what I'm saying? But he let his ego and he let the so-called streets and whatever, all the stuff that's around him mess his whole catalog up, you know what I'm saying? Mess up his whole entire legacy up. Don't get it wrong, you know what I'm saying? I mess with the Game, you know what I'm saying? Especially his first 3 albums, especially the first one was a classic. But yeah, the Game, Kendrick, and they both from Compton. Go figure. He tried to really save Compton, but after them, YG ain't really YG cool. You know what I'm saying? But I totally agree. These modern artists are better as Pete should on one verse of it. That's the thing though. See. How can I say this? We had lost the ability. We let the consumer. We let the record labels. That's what it was. We let the record labels change our ears. See, if we had kept it strict like the underground, the underground would be forever the underground. Hopefully some new material come out the underground. But we gotta stop these record labels from hijacking it, take one of these little packaged artists and try to sell it to us again. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get some artistic expression back out here into the world. You know what I'm saying? The artist is dead. Let's be real. From writing to theaters to movies the music, everything sounds like the same regurgitated trash from 10, 15, 20 years ago. Evolution's on the rise, though, Mansfield Hall of Fame, though. You know what I'm saying? It's on the rise because it's only for so long with fake everything, the cream of the crop is going to have to come back to the top because they're trying to use, you know what I'm saying, computer generated plagiarism called AI, and they're trying to replace the human people. But the industries I had just mentioned, you can't survive without the human touch. AI won't be able to do that. You gotta have soul to have good material. Being just a one verse rapper, and I blame school system. A lot of these back the real artists from back in the day, you know, they had extended vocabularies. You know, they was able to make and rhyme multi-syllabic words. Some be able to tell a good story with a good multi-syllabic rhyme scheme. Like look at Coogee rapping Big Daddy Kane. Look at Rakim. We ain't gonna get that type of evolution of lyrical gymnastics and skill probably in a long while. I ain't saying there's no artists out there that ain't doing it, you know what I'm saying, but you gotta find them in the underground. And in the underground, you know, a lot of people don't want to go underground. Just like everything in the world right now today, everybody want to be Hollywood, or you know, a lot of people want to be Hollywood. NBA young boys doing big things, keeping it alive for real humans. They can't AI his hype and constant success. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mansfield Hall of Fame. Shout out to NBA young boy success, but you know, I'm affiliated with Lil Durk. Yeah, and Vaughn. Shout out to them. No, I got ride with the gang. I mean, I'm a mature individual. I don't get tied into them type of politics like that, like I used to. But I'm just doing based on respect and loyalty. Damn if I do, damn if I don't. Loyalty is one of my Achilles heels. But as I got older, I know about betrayal, and that's one of the things that can't sit right with me. Yeah. Oh, you know, one dude I gotta give credit to also, he one of my favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say of all time, but the time, I gotta give it to Future Hendrix. You gotta get to Future Hendrix. But yeah. But also we're gonna continue with this this is a conspiracy talk Tuesday. You know, this Tuesday, forget I ain't about to start no damn series. I'll just go live, just be going live. But anyway. But NBA young boy, he you know, much success to him again. Much success to him. The Fed, everything's been a lot to us. Let me go ahead and finish this. What's the name? We're gonna be reviewing this whole cartoon. It's funny as hell and it gets straight to the point.
Yes, that's the only way banks make money, by making debt loans. Debt equals money pile. Remember that. Debt equals money. The more loans they make, the more money they make. But if they don't have any money, then where did my money come from? You're gonna want to take a step back, by the way. Whoa! No way! Yes way. And that's nothing. Hey, buddy, need some money? They didn't do that.
Yes, they did. You know, symbolism come in so many ways and so many forms. Y'all remember when Gavin Newsom out there in California was said he needed all this money to go ahead and stop homelessness in California? Have y'all seen downtown Los Angeles, California? Have you seen the city of Oakland? They're shitting in the damn streets in San Fran, the Halo. They just had a mass shooting out there in Stockton. Mansfield Hall of Fame wrote in the chat. Do y'all think they're going to do something big with Bitcoin? The thing about Bitcoin, and I'm afraid, you know what I'm saying, it's the wave of the future. There's no coming back. You can only survive, and that's the reason why we're playing this right now. You can only survive on fiat currency for oh so long. For oh so long. I mean, hypothetically, we on the final frontier, no return. If you catch my drift. I'm afraid Bitcoin is owned by one of the most diabolical, evil entities in the so-called world, as we know it, the world reality. I'm not fully convinced it's the beast that marks, but it could be a prequel. But we are here because the market in the times that we are here now, involved with this buddy, this American dollar, it is about to be a thing of the past. I know it. Everybody else know it. Bitcoin can only do so much. And I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. But Ethereum, XRP, they might be the wave of the future. And as black men, now I'm only telling my black brothers out there that rock with me, you know, the far and few in between. We got invested that too. Also, even though you can't take all of it with you, it's ridiculous. But gold or silver. Again, I'm not an advisor. Just saying what I would do. You see that got rid of the penny. I wrote an article on it. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Make sure y'all subscribe to my backup channel too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help one of these more of my content creative brothers out real quick, so you can go live. Oops. You know what I'm saying? Try to help a brother out so he can go live in the future and he get to 50 subscribers real quick on his backup channel, the old files. Hold on. Yeah, make sure y'all subscribe to my backup channel right there. That's in the chat. Might be going live over there in the near future just in case YouTube play some games with this. Here we go. Matter of fact, I hope there we go. Yeah, to send this to Machismo TV too. You know what I'm saying? He just emailed me. That's crazy. Oh shit, my bad. When you look up, man, spell. Actually, got scratch my backup channel right there, just in the chat. When you look up the meaning of the name of the guy who supposedly created Bitcoin, it means something about smart plus middle center. I wonder if that means. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And so many coded words, my friend. And so many coded words. Yeah. And did you know that even this supposedly agency is illegal? Did you know that? It ain't supposed to exist, but I'm in a time of I don't care no more. They could come and try to go ahead clip me, making it look mysterious. I mean, I know they're dirty work. I'm not going to no return. And let's see how they really, and this, who funds them? You know what I'm saying? This is just how they got started right here. Let my man right here cook.
Oh, they did exactly that, pal. Remember, banks make money by making loans, by selling debt, even to bad credit.
Yo, have some money, dude. Just sign here. Oh my gosh.
They called it free money.
Yeah, that's exactly what my loan guy told me. Free money.
That's why everybody thought they was getting some free money. Oh yeah. Look, keep watching this particular film. Watch this. Watch this.
But it ain't free. The worst power was offering money to people who don't even need it. People power, like you.
You're right. I didn't need him. I was happy here. I didn't need it. Why's he sad? He's making all that money.
Shh. He's thinking. Now wait for it. Now wait for it. Bingo. See, the bankers loan to everyone in town, but to make more money, they have to loan even more.
More? How much money do they need?
More.
Whoa, what's that?
Behold, a black horse riding. Credit card.
Wow, look. I mean, it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, that's what they said in 2000. That's what they said in 2000 to like 2008. And again, 2016. And right now, you know, everything on credit. Everything. Interest. And about years ago, they pay actual living expense, but we seen what was in them what's the names. People buy shit. It is what it is. But let's continue.
What now?
Now, with power with all this money, we might as well party.
Oh, this is awesome. I needed to get my head clear. When I get back, I'm going to straighten all this out. I just hope Dream is doing okay.
I'm going to get you, my pretty.
Yep, he is. I'm sure he is.
You put it on his tab. Little something for yourself. Wait.
You know, wait a second, Harmon. I just thought of something. If I got this money from the bank, and the bank got it from the Federal Reserve Dutch racks. Go on. Then where does the Federal Reserve get their money? Real nice time.
That's a good question. Where do they get their money? I mean, it got to be backed by a natural resource, some form of production. I mean, how are they able to print all this money and just save the people, as they so-called try to hook them to the system? Let go.
Ladies, real nice. Now, excuse me while I borrow these.
Say, Hartman, why am I wearing a burglar bikini top?
Because no one is allowed inside the Fed. Not you, not me, no American citizen, no duly elected member of our Congress, not the Supreme Court. Not the Supreme Court? Not the Supreme Court. Not the Justice Department, not the CIA, DIA, FBI, ATF, ATE, NBC, not even GOD.
Well, how come the government isn't allowed inside its own building?
Government? Pile, the Fed is a private bank owned by private stockholders. Do not let the name Federal fool you. This place is about as federal as Federal Express.
A private bank? But private?
Yes, Pyle. A private bank. Mansfield Hall of Fame, you still in the chat. Did you hear that by chance? And did you know that?
Best to keep your voice down, pal.
This is Ethan, Federal Reserve.
Hey, Eth, Bill here, First National.
Hi there, Bill. How are you?
Good, good. We're running a little low on money.
No problem. How much you need?
Oh, how does 20 million sound?
What?
Excellent. We'll ship it over first thing tomorrow.
Wait, he can just call up the Fed and ask for more money and they give him whatever they want?
No, pal. The Fed don't give the banks money. The Fed loans the banks money. The banks have to pay it back with interest. Now, come on, time to go.
Wait. I still don't understand. Where does the Fed get their money? I mean, if they're a private bank. You said they're a private bank, right? Okay, so who puts money into the Fed bank? So who does the Fed get their money? I mean, if they're a private bank. You said they're a private bank, right? Okay, so who puts money into the Fed bank?
Right there. Right there. Right there. The U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint. Yes, we're all, yes. They didn't get rid of so-called child slavery for slavery's sake. They made everyone into a slave. Yeah. It gets better though. It gets better. This is like a whole history lesson with this video we about to review.
This is Mel, United States Mint.
Hi, ML. First National needs another 20 millis.
We're already running the presses full steam here, Ethan.
Gotta keep making loans. Gotta keep the money flowing.
All right, you're the Fed. Whatever you guys say. 20 million more by morning.
But I don't get it. What's so wrong about the Fed printing money?
Because it's unconstitutional, pal. Our Treasury is supposed to create our money, but now the Fed controls the printing of America's money. Nobody gets a friggin' dollar that the Fed didn't print. So they print the money, then they loan it to the government, then they charge the government interest, then the government taxes you to pay for it. Wake up, pal.
God, I don't see what the big deal is.
You know, you're right, pal.
And that's your normal NPC of today. They don't get it. They just don't get it. A lot of people are living it now. You know, they want to live it up. You know what I'm saying? Ironically, a lot of people can't afford to live it up because, you know, living it up. Everything is high. Even fast food is high. Guy was live on or made a video on TikTok, and he basically said he had spent almost $50-some at Chipotle, and the only thing he had basically got was like 2 meals. A burrito bowl, 2 drinks, and probably something else, as a side. McDonald's, all them cost more than a sit-down restaurant. Bless me. All right. But he asked this particular question.
Government, then they charge the government interest, then the government taxes you to pay for it. Wake up,
Oh, yeah.
pal.
God, I don't see what the big deal is.
You know, you're right, pal.
Wait a minute. Wait, I am?
Yeah. I forget how effective they are at keeping you ignorant.
Well, that's okay. Hey, I'm not ignorant.
Do you even know what money is, pal?
Let's take a history lesson on money. Do you know what money is? Well, I know you know what money is, man. For all fans, that's a rhetorical question. Don't answer it. But y'all in the audience and the bandwidth in the free world, do y'all really know what money is? You know this thing on the back of it, on it saying God we trust. We all live for and die for, like the OJ said. Money, 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 money. This thing called money. Let's take a history step real quick.
In the long, long ago, people bartered. They traded things they had for things they wanted. I'll trade you my raspberries for that there pot pie.
I don't want your berries.
Come on. Wow, those sweet berries.
They're not sweet. They're old, and I don't like berries.
Give me that pot pie! No! As you can see, this bartering situation created some problems. Then one day, a goldsmith walked up and said,
Now, everybody thinks gold is valuable, so why doesn't everybody trade gold for things they need?
Remember I mentioned gold before? Remember I had just mentioned gold. Oh, it gets better. It gets better. Do y'all really know what money and how money really works?
a price was set for gold, and now it was very easy to conduct commerce because people could trade gold for all the things they needed.
Arvin! Wow, look at all my gold! Hey, stop them! That's my gold!
Damn, thieves!
Say there, Pile. I've got a vault and some guards. I can keep your gold safe for you for a small fee.
Yeah, sure, that'd be awesome.
You see, Pile, this is how the first bank made money.
There you go, Pile. I owe you 100 gold coins.
Okay, great.
Come back anytime and redeem your gold when you want it. It'll be right here in my...
Sure, it'd be right there. Yeah, sure. Y'all do know who this alludes to, right? Right. I didn't make this video. I mean, I found it as a very good learning tool, and YouTube. I found it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dr. DrDude. You know what I'm saying? I'm also getting his credit to credit due. Again, I'm just reviewing it for entertainment purposes only. You know, boy, still trying to get monetized, trying to get some of this money. But it appears that they're referring to a particular two groups of people right now, you know. And
Evolved.
Now your whole...
And They particularly know something about this thing called money. I don't know what set time period. You said the 10th century, so you know, it could be like 909 something. You know what I'm saying? A particular group of people start making a lucrative business endeavor out of this thing called banking. Kind of mentioned them before, so I ain't gonna have to say their names. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say, you know, that, you know, you already know what they do. Small hats with the particular noses, you know. And also this the link to the video video we are watching. Y'all want to watch it on your own again. Let's continue.
In the very first paper money pile.
Wow, this is great. It all makes sense.
Oh, that's right. It was good. And everybody started using IOUs because everybody knew the IOU was as good as gold.
That's
Wow, this candy is really a good price. 1 IOU. I'm getting some more for later. Hey, wait a minute. It was just 1 IOU. 10 IOUs for chocolate? You can't just raise prices like that.
Oh, the Candyman can.
Oh, the Candyman can.
Yeah. See, I mean, everything evolves. I mean, the barter system, it came to a head. They had to replace it with something else. Then we got this endeavor right here. Everything makes sense at the end. Watch this.
Wait, this is just freaking wrong.
It's called inflation, pile. It makes your IOUs worth less and less until they are worth nothing. Less bang for the buck. Dollar ain't what it used to be.
But I worked hard and I baked all those pot pies. That is just freaking wrong.
It's called inflation, pile. It makes your IOUs worth less and less until they are worth nothing. Less.
Sounds familiar? It sounds familiar, y'all. Hey, millennials, does it sound familiar? Hey, Gen Z, does that sound familiar? Yeah, some Gen X's I rock with. Yeah, y'all already know. Again, I don't care what the boomers gotta say. They halfway put us in here along with the silent generation, all the other generations before them.
Bang for the buck. Dollar ain't what it used to be.
But I worked hard and I baked all those pot pies. Now I have to work harder to make less? That's not fair.
Oh, if you think that's not fair, you're gonna love the next part.
What's he doing?
How do banks make money, pile?
By making more loans?
Oh, that's right. He's good. See, he prints more IOUs without any more gold, loans them out for interest, makes a pretty penny, and nobody is the wiser. Unless.
Does that really sound familiar, y'all? Y'all see a pattern? Y'all see a clear pattern, you know? And again, this video came out 14 years ago, but it's so relevant today. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. Ooh, it's getting freezing outside. I can feel it in the house. Shit, I hate the cold. Let's continue.
Everybody wanted their gold back at the same time.
No. That's my goal.
Not anymore.
What are you talking about?
I'd like to redeem my IOUs, please. Thank you very much.
Hey! I want my gold back now! Thief!
Gotta love the bank run. Bringing people to... See, they all found out he was stealing, made a run on the bank, and demanded their gold. But as you can see, there ain't no gold to get.
Hartman!
Don't worry, pal. Back in these times, vengeance will be yours. Three things in this.
I don't know what just happened, man. My bad. I don't know what just happened. Stream y'all tripping. Let me finish what we was watching. Gotta rewind that back. I don't know how far we gonna rewind that back though.
But I worked hard and I baked all those pot pies. Now I have to work harder to make less? That's not fair.
Oh, if you think that's not fair, you're gonna love the next part.
What's he doing?
How do banks make money, pal?
By making more loans?
Oh, that's right. He's good. See, he prints more IOUs without any more gold, loans them out for interest, makes a pretty penny, and nobody is the wiser. Unless everybody wanted their gold back at the same time.
No. That's my gold.
Not anymore.
What are you talking about?
I'd like to redeem my IOUs, please. Thank you very much.
Hey! I want my gold back now! Thief!
I love the bank run, bringing people together. See, they're
Yeah, so we right here. So basically, this is what happened. They print out more than they can chew, and once the chewing was done, they got full. They had to go ahead and try to make a run for it, but they got caught with their hand in the cookie jar. You see, the pursuit of money is the root of all evil. This particular endeavor about money is crazy. We all put our life on the line for this particular thing called wealth. Generational wealth. I know y'all black folk, everybody talking about generational. Yeah. I'm about to try to build generational wealth back in them days. And y'all talking about, we so rough out here, so I mean, I can't stand. But let's go ahead down to and continue this history lesson.
all found out he was stealing, made a run on the bank and demanded their gold, but as you can see, there ain't no gold to get. Hardman, don't worry, pal. Back in these times, vengeance will be yours. 3 things in this world you don't.
Now this is my part right here. I got to clip this. You know what I'm saying? I got to clip this part right here. I definitely got to clip this for try to get this back on my show. You know what I'm saying? This definitely going to the memory bank. Listen to this.
There ain't no gold to get. Hardman, don't worry, pal. Back in these times, vengeance will be yours. 3 things in this world you don't do. Never mess with another man's woman. Never mess.
A lot of y'all get thrill out of that, you know what I'm saying? Try to mess with a numb ass woman back in them days, you know what I'm saying? You got dealt with, but they all lost now, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but still though, a lot of y'all crashing out. Just like a Memphis police officer recently had deleted his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Police officer. But I do a whole bunch of time for that. Yeah.
Mess with another man's ego, and most importantly,
yeah, don't ever mess with another man's ego. Yeah, everybody cry. I know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some dudes don't play. Some dudes go ahead and take you about this world. You know what I'm saying? And what's that last thing?
you never mess with another man's money.
Let's go.
These times, vengeance will be yours.
That's it.
3 things in this world you don't do. Never mess with another man's woman. Never mess with another man's ego. And most importantly, you never mess with another man's money. Else, a man will mess with you.
My God, you hung him?
Yes, pal. Oh, we hung him. We hung him high. And do you know why?
Well, because he was a thief?
Because, pile, an evil invention was born. Man discovered how to turn worthless paper into gold.
Yep.
Thus was invented the ultimate machine to steal real money and enslave all the nations on Earth. It's alive!
Oh, now come on. You're just being dramatic. I mean, I lost my...
Oh, damn it. Hold on. Let's bring that back. I ain't trying to do that shit. Damn it. No host show. What the hell? 5 types of women to another day. Again, I'm trying to go a step away from some of that content, trying to build my own other what's the name? So that'll be smart, Mr. O, with the info to go ahead and share the damn screen. All right. There we go.
Do you know why?
Well, because he was a thief?
Because,
Yeah,
pal, an evil invention was born. Man discovered how to turn worthless paper into gold. Thus was invented the ultimate machine to steal real money and enslave all the nations on Earth. It's alive!
Oh, now come on. You're just being dramatic. I mean, I lost my house.
Is he really though? I mean, is he really though? Is he really lying? Being dramatic? I mean,
But what is that? Explain.
A nuclear power plant?
Produces lots of electricity and little pollution. An invention for the good of humanity.
Okay, but what's this have to do with...
3, 2... Holy atomic energy. A discovery more powerful than anything man had yet conceived. It can be used for good or evil. Now, unlike Einstein, the goldsmith's discovery has been kept a closely guarded secret. It was never intended for you to see. This discovery is called fractional reserve banking. In the wrong hands, it's more powerful than the nuclear bomb in its ability to completely and utterly destroy a nation who is subjected to its perversion. No. It is time we stop this evil secret and the men behind it. You're being ridiculous before America is destroyed forever.
did y'all hear that? I mean, I hope Mansfield Hall of Fame's still here. You know what I'm saying? And salute to the only person that's watching. Let's get a little nippy out here.
Leave it. Ha. No. I just want my dog back. Damn it. That's it. I give up. Let them live in chains. No, Hardman. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Thomas Jefferson? Mr. President, how do I get him to understand? As we did, son, remain vigilant.
Yeah, I mean, despite being slave master and all that other good stuff and knocking up black chicks, you know what I'm saying? He kind of warned us about this day, about this particular time, that we ain't stop particular people, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all want to go ahead and call this, you're a fascist, you're a nationalist. No. Just like my forefathers, I'm basically a man for liberty. I'm a libertarian. And with liberty, we got to go ahead and defeat these particular entities over and over and over and over and over again. But I'm gonna let Thomas talk about it.
Too many have hidden the truth, and the light of our liberty dims with every passing day. Quickly, take my horse. Tow him. Wait, show me what? Where are we going? Stallion of Liberty, right on the hoary wind. Oh, where are we? Battle of Waterloo. Hold on, we gotta get through. A money machine. There it is. Hey, is that the same people? Rich banker men from Germany flying under the banner of the Red Shield. They finance both sides of the war. We must hurry. That's him, the Red Shield courier. Shoot him. No, I'm not shooting anyone. Damn it, Pop. What? He beat everyone back with the news of the war and told England that Napoleon won. The Red Shield backers in London pretended that England was doomed and started selling their English stocks. The English went into a selling frenzy to get rid of worthless English money. But the English won, right? Of course they won. But it was a trick by Red Shield. They waited until the stocks plummeted to pennies and then bought England back for nearly nothing. What? They did that? How? When the English leaders found out, they had no choice but to give themselves over to the Red Shield. Their money was gone and they were slaves to the Red Shield war debt. Since that time, the English have been paying their national taxes directly to the Red Shield private bankers. The people have no idea. But the bankers bragged about what they did to us, laughing at us all the way to the bank.
Why, it's the best business I've ever done. If I can control a nation's wealth, I care not who makes its laws.
Oh, is this what Jefferson wanted to show me? No. Look.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
The Red Shield war debt. Since that time, the English have been paying their national taxes directly to the Red Shield private bankers. The people have no idea. But the bankers bragged about what they did to us, laughing at us all the way to the bank.
Why, it's the best business I've ever done. If I can control a nation's wealth, I care not who makes its laws.
Oh, is this what Jefferson wanted to show me? No. Look. They're in America, too? The Red Shield banks are here, Pop. Seeking a way to conquer our American dream. The dream you have, Pop. A dream of free men. They tried to take over our country many times and failed because Jefferson and the Patriots vowed to stop the evil tyrant at all costs. By authority of eternal God, he would not let the bankers win again. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. We must...
But ironically, we fought for this particular freedom, but now them freedoms is basically death. Crazy, ain't it? Life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. I know they were just talking about the so-called Anglo-Saxon Protestant men of that time, Freemasonry, all that stuff. Yeah, but still, though, that document applies to everyone now today. We should not be in a death's prison as a country.
Eternal God, he would not let the bankers win here. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. We must make our choice between economy and liberty or profusion and servitude. Wow. I place economy among the first and most important of Republican virtues, and public debt is the greatest of the dangers to be feared. It is incumbent on every generation to pay its own debts as it goes.
We must have a central bank to secure this country's finances.
If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their money, first by inflation and then by deflation, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of their property until their children will wake homeless on the very continent their fathers conquered. Therefore, it is incumbent on every generation to pay its own debts as it goes.
We must have a central bank to secure this country's finances.
If the American people ever allow private banks to control the issue of their money, first by inflation and then by deflation, the banks and corporations that will grow up around them will deprive the people of their property until their children will wake up homeless on the very continent their fathers conquered. Their children will wake up homeless on the very continent their fathers conquered.
Yeah, we in that process right now. We're there. Oh, only if I could go ahead and bring old Tommy Boy from the 1800s. Early, I think it's late. No, it was the 1800s. Okay. I could bring old Tommy Boy back to our time period, show him around. He'll probably be like, "What the fuck?" He'll see the thick ass on black girls though too though, but he'll be like, "Man, what the fuck?" I know, Tommy Boy. I know Thomas Jefferson. I know. But you weren't prepared for this.
Jefferson, you're mad. This country will have a central bank.
Who's that? America's first Secretary of Treasury.
Alexander Hamilton?
Not for long. Aaron Burr, Thomas Jefferson's vice president. They didn't take too kindly to our first Sec Treasury. Sweet shot, Burr. Treasury.
Alexander.
Jefferson, you're mad. This country will have a central bank.
Who's that? America's first Secretary of Treasury.
Alexander Hamilton?
Not for long. Aaron Burr, Thomas Jefferson's vice president. They didn't take too kindly to our first Sec Treasury.
Did y'all know that they got a particular play that been playing on what's the name for a long while now, called Hamilton? I think y'all should go ahead and check that out a little bit. I worked at the museum for a little while. Got a little creepy. I don't deal with statues late at night. I ain't Ben Stiller. Forget it. what I'm about to say is, yeah. See, old Tommy Boy was almost like a close to a Benedict Arnold. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to be in cahoots with the wrong type of people. And before it could get started, they were seeing the plan, and they asked somebody to take them out. I mean, they made it to a duel, but that was the whole thing of it. But now, let's look at it now. Hold on. Let's continue.
Sweet shot, pal. The first attempt at a central bank only lasted 20 years and we shut it down. But the bankers tried again against Old Hickory President Andrew Jackson.
You are a den of vipers and thieves. I intend to rout you out, and by the eternal God, I will rout you out.
After surviving an assassination attempt, Jackson finally defeated the bank in 1836. When asked what was the greatest accomplishment in his life, Old Hickory replied,
I killed the bank.
And those were his last words. I killed the bank. And with real money backed with real gold, our country experienced the greatest boom in any nation's history. Oh, it was beautiful, pal. But the bankers, greedy for more power and wealth, were concocting their most ambitious plan yet to once and for all take control of the finances of the United States. In 1910, a secret meeting was held at the J.P. Morgan estate on Jekyll Island off the
Did y'all notice? Huh? Did y'all notice? There's a book on called Jekyll Island. You know, a lot of books on Jekyll Island. Just go check it out. You know, get some more information. But let's continue.
coast of Georgia. This meeting was so secretive, so concealed from government and public knowledge that the 10 attendees used code names.
I am clearly the richest man, so I should be the one to run the super secret central bank. I own all the oil in America. I'm clearly richer than you will ever be, hula girl. I should run the super secret central bank. You're nothing compared to me, lube job. I shall run the secret bank.
Silence!
Supreme Master Leader, I didn't know you were going to be here.
I'm not. Neither are you, dumbass.
Oh, yeah, right. He's so smart.
None of you shall run the bank. We have failed in the past because of openness. This time, the key to success is secrecy. The people must believe that they run the bank.
Yes, brilliant. A sneak attack. What's the plan?
We first create panic, then we show them the solution. With our man in office and well-planned timing, we will have our central bank. And
did you hear that? Did y'all hear that? It make you believe that you run your own money, but you don't. You really don't.
so that people think it is theirs, we shall christen it Federal. The Federal Reserve.
They struck on December 23rd, 1913. When most of our Congress were at home eating fruitcake, these bastards, I mean bankers, presented their treasonous act to their newly elected accomplice, Woodrow Wilson.
The most evilest, the worst president, him right here.
Bankers presented their treasonous act to their newly elected accomplice, Woodrow Wilson. Bankers presented their treasonous act to their newly
Woodrow effing Wilson. Oh, racist, Southern Dixiecrat. It's painted a picture, ain't it? Liberals, small hats, money, you know. Yeah, yeah. Traders. I mean, Benedict Arnold wasn't the only trader to this land. But him right here, the worst president, like I said before. You know? Yeah. Woodrow fucking Wilson. And I think he was on a $500 bill, if I remember.
The elected accomplice, Woodrow Wilson, who had fortuitously already agreed to sign it before he was.
And there you go. I hope Mansfield Hall of Fame is still in the chat. There you go, right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Technically, I believe this falls in the taxation while representation part of the Constitution, but we're going to have to hold that thought. I'll be right back. Matter of fact, I'm going to let it continue playing. We'll be right back.
Even elected. Wait, the IRS? I thought we always had the IRS. No, pal. They did this to us too. The Fed now has the exclusive power to print America's money. They loan this money to our banks and our government at interest, putting immediate debt on our own money, printing more and more, so each dollar they print becomes worth less than the one before. Merry Christmas. What in the hell is that? That is how our government now must pay back these debts to the Fed. Your taxes did not go to your government. They don't? It's the greatest theft in human history. But, okay, I mean, I sort of get what you're saying, but it's also confusing and really, Hardman, I don't see how it affects me at all. If I had more money, none of this would have happened. Hardman? 1955? Wow, what are we doing here? Oh, a little bit of shopping. Here, hold this. Gallon of gas, 23 cents. Postage stamp, 3 cents. Ounce of gold, $35. Hot baby. Priceless. Best be getting back.
Hey, Hardman, I need my car, man.
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I had to come right back. I had to take care of some business, but yeah. So this pretty much is what we're dealing with right now. Everybody want to talk about the 1950s, right? But let's take a look at the 1950s.
Oh, was that Michael J?
Yeah, he'll be fine. Now, pal, would you agree that you have the same exact things you had in 1955?
Yeah, 1 stamp, 1 gallon of gas, 1 ounce of gold, and 1 home. Wow, we just made a lot of money.
Hey! Gotta pay your taxes. Bet it's nice to have made all that money.
Wait, that isn't fair. Now I actually have less money. I can't even go buy the things I just sold.
The IRS and the Fed's inflation work together, pal. They aren't just taxing gain, they are taxing their inflation. You are no richer than you were in 1955. Now, does that sound fair or American to you?
Yeah, but I mean, who doesn't hate taxes? I hate the IRS anyway.
Pal,
Who doesn't?
the higher they make the inflation, the more your money they take.
Yep. Have you seen everything that's been going around? You know what I'm saying? And it's been a long time coming, you know what I'm saying? I can't even blame which president, because I have to blame them all, starting with Woodrow Wilson. One particular president was trying to stop this particular matter, but there was a cold, well, it wasn't cold, I don't think it was that cold in Dallas, November 17th, 1963, you know? Yeah, gunshot that was seen around the world, live, supposedly, on TV. And them again, you know, together. That's some loose ends that's gotta be tired of about that, but I'm about to do that tomorrow evening. But let's continue.
It's thievery. You're not paying taxes on any more. You are paying taxes on the same. And now you have less. They take our property away right in front of our eyes, just like Thomas Jefferson said they would.
What's that?
Oh, they found us. Quick, a sword.
What sword?
We don't need your banking machine. I'll condemn you to die, damn it. Die! Pile! Don't I keep Bogey on my 9. I'll take him at his knees.
Well, we are.
Oh, that particular guy, I just mentioned him. I just said him. Yeah. And Powell represents a lot of you cowards out there right now that's scared to go buck for the system. You know what I'm saying? But I digress.
Are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence.
What's happening? Where am I?
I believe perhaps you understand now, pal, but you are afraid.
JFK. Hartman, what does this have to do with my house and my dog? Oh, okay, that's enough. I want to go home now.
This is the last president to stand up to the Fed. You must see. On June 4, 1963, President Kennedy signed Executive Order 11110. This executive order empowered the U.S. Treasury to issue real money without the Fed. It would have worked. Kennedy's plan to dismantle the Federal Reserve machine had begun. 6 months later, John F. Kennedy went to Dallas and never returned.
No way. No way they could do that.
The new president, Lyndon Johnson, threw out Kennedy's order. And since JFK, no president has dared confront the secret powers behind the Federal Reserve. They consolidate bigger and bigger banks, print more. And since JFK, no president has dared confront the secret powers behind the Federal Reserve. They consolidate.
Who are those? Who are they? Citibank. Hey, Goldman Sachs. They've been making a lot of promises for a long time and everything, especially to the black community, to protect the particular buffer class. You know what I'm saying? Called the B-Dub. You know, I wonder where all that money went. I mean, when they supposed to help them start businesses and all that good stuff, but now, yeah, I ain't about I'm gonna leave that alone. New content, new format. Squeeze journalists, and let's get this. Let's continue.
Bigger and bigger banks print more and more money, accountable to no one, decimating our nation's wealth for the benefit of a few. Why? Why do this? If they hurt us, it hurts the global bankers too. No, pal. They are protected. They are too big to fail. But I'm not. Those sons of bitches! Sons of bitches all.
The day was cold. The wind sharp and strong. But we were determined. The bankers and their parasites had us vastly outnumbered, but their hubris made them weak. Not like us. Not like this band of immortals we have assembled. We have come to take back our...
Hardman? Is that? My dog.
Oh, Then the inevitable. The money kings could ignore us no longer. They sent an emissary, a cog in their machine of greed to bring about our submission. Hank Paulson.
Hardman, this is blasphemy. We own the corners of the earth. It is futile to challenge us.
Oh, I've seen that look before. That of a predator taking in the scent of its prey. Bold, fearless, the look of a free man.
You have come far, Hardman. Farther than most. Smart now. Join us. We will bring you money, power, everything you want. You can be one of us.
Don't they offer such great deals? I know a lot of y'all content creators, especially during the election, let's be real. A lot of y'all took that deal. A lot of people on these social medias, both vocal and non-vocal, y'all getting paid for agenda because they help you with this particular endeavor. I know that. You know that. I just want to bring this to the attention to the young people so they can make a better decision than us in the future.
If you will kneel. Madman. You're a madman. We're offering you everything. What do you think this is? This is America! What do you think this is? This is America!
Yeah, this is America. Well, I've been on for 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? I guess I did my good deed for the day. If you enjoyed this broadcast and watched the replay, I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And make sure you subscribe to my backup channel. Also, if you also enjoy this broadcast and my commentary, as you see on the screen right there, you can choose to donate right there. Cash App, PayPal, $MISTRO70. All cap and no cap on Cash App, PayPal again. Until next time, it's Mr. O with the info. Give me what you need to know. But you ain't here for me though. And again, shout out to DrDude for this great material that I use to illustrate my particular thoughts in mind. Peace. I'm gone.